Have interaction with Mr. Siddharth Sidani, Head of Advisory Anand Rathi, on Market Outlook for August 2017. So let's begin with Market Outlook session. Firstly, how do you see global markets currently?
Well, in terms of global markets are concerned, if you look at US, which is again growth is back on track on retail sales, strong retail sales. In fact, if you look at Euro, the worst is over for Euro. In terms of fiscal support is still needed, but if you look at the recovery since a year or so, we've been seeing a good recovery in Eurozone. Japanese market, as always, a strong liquidity push. Chinese market, if you look at, there is a huge spend on infrastructure, and due to which we've been seeing a lot of consumption demand which is coming up. All in all, to place everything together, global markets are stacked up very well as of now.
So this is global. Now, how do you see Indian economy macros placed currently?
Well, in terms of Indian macros are concerned, if you look at GDP, we are 6.1% from 8% last year. So GDP has been a little lower. In terms of industry growth is concerned, it is sluggish in nature on the back of GST, which is just rolled out. If you look at the other aspects of bank lending and so on and so forth, I think there the capex is not coming up, private investments are not coming up, and that is why we have seen a little bit of a tepidness. The one factor which is very important in terms of macros, inflation. Inflation is low since 2012, hit 2%. It is well under control of RBI and Government of India.
Why one should invest in Indian equity markets? What can be the favorable factors?
Well, in terms of favorable factors, the first and foremost is structural reforms. We got GST currently rolled out from 1st of July. Before that, we had demonetization, which propelled formalization of the economy. The other one, consumption boost, is always a factor where we believe that 7th pay commission and increase in allowances in 7th pay commission will improve consumption. Third point, again, political factors. I think political factors will revive economic activity going forward. Currently, this government has strengthened its hand after forming a government in Bihar. Along with that, monsoons, the current juncture, 102% of July, has been very strong. Monsoons has been coming good. Rural revival can be a big time factor for Indian economy. Last is RBI recently cut 25 basis point repo rate. Again, further cuts is all data centric. I think the kind of inflation is stacked up. I think further rates is always a possibility.
On the other side, what can be the unfavorable factors?
Well, in terms of unfavorable factor, I would like to chart out the first and foremost is global factors, and in that, geopolitical tensions. Currently, we have been hearing North Korea, US brewing, and along with that, China is also there in between with India and Pakistan. So geopolitical tension is one of the factor. The second one would be will be Fed. Fed can increase rates going forward in terms of the data which the US economy would be providing. And last would be again a blot in the Indian banking system, the NPA and the stressed assets issue, which RBI and government is seriously trying to resolve.
So this was about various factors. What is your view on Indian markets in short to near term?
Well, in terms of short-term Nifty is concerned, it is trading in a range of 9,900 to 10,150, consolidating in this range. If it breaks the range, on the either side, we can see a 200-300 point in terms of Nifty is concerned.
So considering bigger time frame, what can be the game changers for India?
Well, in terms of game changing for India, we have JAM, that is Jandan bank accounts, Aadhaar, and smartphones. I think this has been a game changer for Indian government, where they have stopped leakages and subsidies have reached to the poor and the end users. Apart from that, government has launched DigiLockers, where you can store your soft copies of important documents likes of marriage certificates, asset property certificates, and other educational certificates. Recently launched app Bheem, which has again been a transformational in nature for online transactions, where earlier we had 1 lakh transactions, now it has reached to 6.4 million in March 2017. So these factors can be a big game changer for next 3 to 5 years.
All said and done, what are your strategies for investing in Indian equity markets?
Well, in terms of Indian equities is concerned, we've come out with a new basket known as Unique Leaders. All 6 companies in this basket are leader in their own space. To start up with, Bharat Forge, which is again a leader in the forging business and doing great in US and Indian markets. Second would be Supreme Industries, which has a strong leading market share in terms of PVC pipes are concerned. Third would be Advanced Enzyme, again a niche play in the enzymes business, which is second to Nova Enzyme in India. Fourth would be again Graphite India, which is strong in electrodes and leading in electrodes in Indian markets. Fifth would be Kirloskar Brothers, which is again having 35 to 40% market share in pumps and valves. Last and not the least would be Garware Volro, which is world leader in terms of polymer cordage industry.
Write to us all your queries and even email on sales@rati.com. Thank you for your valuable insight.
Thank you.